Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Lama and I'm here to help you create a home that is peaceful, beautiful and organized, that reflects your faith and Muslim identity. In today's video, we'll be exploring Allah's name Al-Hakim to reflect on its beautiful meaning and use it to create meaningful artwork for your home. I'll be using our 2 by 3 inch stencil of Allah's name Al-Hakim, which is also available in other sizes in our shop, making it easy for you to create a piece that fits perfectly in your space. So let's get started. I chose to begin with Allah's name Al-Hakim because we're witnessing a lot of pain and injustice in the world. From the genocide in Gaza that has been going on for 14 months now, and the horror stories we're seeing and hearing coming out from Syria after the fall of the Assad regime. Not to ignore the suffering in Lebanon, Sudan, and around the world. These tragedies leave us questioning why such suffering is allowed to happen. Believing that Allah is Al-Hakim, the All-Wise, gives us the strength to endure hardship. It reminds us that everything happens according to His perfect wisdom, even when we don't understand it. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. وَعَسَى أَن تَكْرَهُوا شَيْئًا وَهُوَ خَيْرٌ لَكُمْ وَعَسَى أَن تُحِبُّوا شَيْئًا وَهُوَ شَرٌ لَكُمْ وَاللَّهُ يَعْلَمُ وَأَنْتُمْ لَا تَعْلَمُونَ. Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah 216. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لكي لا تأسوا على ما فاتكم ولا تفرحوا بما آتاكم والله لا يحب كل مختال فخور. Surah Al-Hadid, ayah 23. Here's something interesting I learned from a scholar I listened to. His name is Fadl Sulaiman. He says that the name Al-Hakim is mentioned 91 times in the Quran, but it's never mentioned on its own. It's most of the time it's paired with another name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's paired with Al-Alim 36 times and Al-Aziz 47 times to form Al-Alim Al-Hakim or Al-Aziz Al-Hakim. These pairings carry a deep message. When paired with Al-Alim, it shows us that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not only knows everything, but also applies His knowledge with perfect wisdom. And when paired with Al-Aziz, it reminds us that His wisdom is combined with His unmatched power and authority. Look at the example of Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam and why he was born in the very year when Pharaoh had decreed that all male babies be killed, and why he wasn't born during the year that his brother Harun was born in. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala could have easily arranged for Sayyidina Musa to be born in a safer year, sparing his mother the heartbreak of being separated from her child and avoiding the entire situation where he ended up in Pharaoh's palace. But through Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's infinite wisdom, this was the perfect plan. Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, being born during that year, set the stage for the incredible journey that followed. We may not always know Allah's wisdom or fully understand His plan, but that's not the point. Believing that Allah is Al-Alim, the all-knowing, and Al-Hakim, the all-wise, is what gives us the patience and strength during difficult times. There are many stories in the Quran that teach us to trust in Allah's hikmah. One that stands out is the story of Prophet Musa alayhi salam with Al-Khidr in Surah Al-Kahf. I'm not going to go into the full story here, but if you're not familiar with it, I highly encourage you to look it up and reflect on its lessons. So this story of Sayyidina Musa with Al-Khidr beautifully demonstrates how Allah's wisdom is far beyond our understanding. Even when things seem confusing, unfair, or difficult, there's always a greater purpose behind them that we may not see in the moment. So reflecting on such stories in the Quran help us trust in Allah's hikmah and remain patient through difficult times. I think this story beautifully illustrates Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's wisdom. What may seem like a hardship or misfortune to us often carries a purpose far greater than what we can imagine. It reminds us to trust in Al-Hakim even when we don't see the full picture. We can ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us hikmah to understand his hikmah. We know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed human beings with al-hikmah, such as Sayyidina Dawood and Sayyidina Sulaiman and Luqman. So we know that we can ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for al-hikmah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Quran, يؤتي الحكمة من يشاء ومن يؤت الحكمة فقد أوتي خيرا كثيرا. And this is in Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah 269. Whoever Allah grants hikmah has truly been given a great blessing. This hikmah allows us to navigate life with clarity, to make decisions that align with what pleases Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to face hardships with patience and trust. And as we approach the new year and reflect on the hardship and injustice around us, we are reminded of how much we do need Allah's wisdom. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide us, to help us see the bigger picture, and to act with justice, even in difficult times. As you create artwork with Allah's name Al-Hakim, let it be a reminder of His perfect wisdom and plan, helping you find peace, patience, and trust in His decree. May it beautify your home and strengthen your faith. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.